The chat is fixed. We are officially live and good to go, man. This is something crazy happened there. I am stoked. Thank you, Trenton. Thank you for figuring that out for me. Thank you so much. All right, so thank you, Trenton. Go Kraken. That's what's up. Yo, thank you for letting me know that. That was kudos to you, my friend. Just inviting a couple friends. You like that, right? You know your stuff, dude. Good for you. Good for you. One of my favorite quotes ever. Breakfast, schmeckfast. Look at the score, for Christ's sake. It's only the second period, and I'm up 12-2. Breakfast come and go, Renee. But Hartford, the Whale, they only beat Vancouver once, maybe twice in a lifetime. The Canes are a good team, man. Are you located down in the Carolinas? Yeah, I like the Hurricanes too, man. They're a damn good team, especially this year. But they gave up a goal to Detroit, which makes tonight's game a little interesting. Let's see, where are they right now? They're losing 2-1 to Detroit in the first. That's weird. That's just weird. Like, it's Detroit. It's the Red Wings. Who's in net for the Canes tonight? Reimer's in net tonight. And they're having a hard time against Jonathan Bernier. Wow, man. Wow. Oh, Trenton, that's pretty cool, man. I mean, it sucks that COVID hit, obviously, for everybody. That's pretty cool, dude. Hartford, the Whale. Yeah, so as the self-proclaimed hockey dude, I try to wear a different team shirt or jersey every night, but I'm missing quite a few teams. All my other stuff I'm far grown out of. And I want to get like the Wild and the Blackhawks and the Oilers. I need a Leafs jersey from maybe one of my friends will get me a nice early birthday present. Hint, hint, Andy. Hint, hint to Jose. I have a Hurricanes one, Trent. Otherwise, I'd be asking you. I need a few. I need a Sharks. I need a Ducks. I don't know who I think I would just get plain, unless they had an Artis Urbe. Jonathan Bernier's in net for the Detroit Red Wings tonight. Reimer against Bernier. Indeed. Indeed. Hobby boxes are like $1.50. I do open them, but I've been sticking to the retail for now because I don't have any money thanks to COVID. That's another reason why I don't own a lot of new shirts, I probably have the Flames, the Knights, the Whale, Quebec, Montreal, the Kings, the Hurricanes. I probably have like the Islanders. I probably have like 10 shirts right now that I own. But I do open hockey cards. I'm a big fan of the Upper Deck series. I like the Young Guns. They're really nice cards. It's just sucky that there's nobody good right now. And you can't touch the McDavid rookie year or the Matthews rookie year. So that's what's up with that. Speaking of that, yesterday. Oh no, where'd it go? Oh, hold on, guys. I gotta find the picture because I was reading something really cool yesterday. Okay, did you guys see Taylor Hall take that puck to the? I mean, I hope he's okay. That's a broken jaw, if you ask me. It's 100% a broken jaw. He took a puck square to the face, a slap shot from his own defenseman. Oh, and I think he's back in the game. Hockey players, man. Does anybody do it any better? You stub your toe in a basketball game, you miss 4 weeks. You break your jaw in a hockey game, you put your cage on, you get back out there the next shift. It's an interesting feat. It's an amazing sport. And they're some of the toughest athletes in the world. Currently, probably Kevin Hayes. He's a badass. Sean Couturier. Oh, Ron Hextall. Mario Lemieux and Ron Hextall. Do you have one? Who do you consider your favorite player of all time? Who's the big dog on your ice? Oh, and you know what? It's quite the favorite player to have, man. Carrie's a class act. Yeah, Carrie's done amazing everywhere he's played, including Montreal. They just never had the team in front of him. They never had the firepower in front of him to have him take him to the promised land. Oh my God, yeah, rest in peace. Thoughts and prayers go out to that kid's family. Took a puck to the head and just didn't survive. That's part of me. That's unfortunate. Turkey chili from Panera Bread for dinner. Round 2 wasn't so good. Yeah, that was terrible. That's unfortunate. Rest in peace. God rest his soul. I totally forgot about that. I was totally going to start the show with that. Bah, terrible stuff. Life's short, man. You never know. Live it up. Live it up as best as you can. Every day should not be taken for granted. And we learn those lessons through some truly heartbreaking occurrences that you have to read about or watch on the news. It's really unfortunate. Jose! What's up, buddy? How are you tonight? Jose, Andy, Big Dogs is Trenton. Trenton, that's Andy and Jose. Welcome to the chat. I appreciate you all being here. Chilling is good, man. Chilling is good. I don't know if you Leafs fans are going to like Trenton. His favorite player is Carey Price. But he's not a Habs fan, so don't worry about it. Well, thanks for being here, Trenton. Good luck tomorrow. Safe travels. I appreciate you stopping in. I'm sure we'll talk soon. So tonight, I'd like to take now. It may be just a tad off due to games last night, but I want to take a look at the players who have the most points from the 2011 NHL draft. But I'll wait till you guys finish up over there. Overseas, possibly overseas, unless where the hell would you be going? West Coast is only 5 hours. He's probably gone. He's got to pack. 9-hour flights suck. No disruption, my friends. No disruption. I'm just man. I woke up at 4 o'clock this morning. I am just beat. I am just tired, and I got a long night ahead of me, and I may have to do it all over again tomorrow. So, the hunt for these sports cards, it's no joke, man. It's no joke. Oh no, who'd we lose? So the 2011 NHL entry draft got a lot of nice names that came out of that draft. Interesting enough, the list of the top 10 point scorers from that draft is somewhat on the interesting side. It's not like oh my God, I can't believe he's on that list. But some of the names you're like, oh wow. Oh wow, he's that good. Oh wow. That's how I felt. That's how I felt when I was reading this. To make it somewhat suspenseful, where it'll go from 10 to 1. 10 years ago. Can you believe that? Wait to hear some of their names. I mean, how many went top 10? Jeez. It's a good question. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. 6 of the 10 went top 10. 6 of the 10 on this list were top 10 picks. No, it's okay. That's what Wikipedia's for. I don't mind, dude. My memory's shot. Six of these top 10 point scorers from 2011 were top 10 draft picks in that draft year. 6 of them. But we're going to start 10 to 1. And I'd like to hear what you guys feel about some of these guys on the list. For instance, number 10, Andre Pilat, rounding out his 10th spot to start this off, 354 points. A product of playing for the Lightning? Or is he that good of a player? I mean, I know he's a solid and valuable top 9 guy. And he has the intangibles. So good call, Jose. He did take a little bit of time to develop. But he's not a terrible player. Great for the top 9. Perfect in the top 9 role. But my question to you guys is, Andy, you stole my thunder a little bit. I was going to say, this year he's teetering around the point per game with Nikita out. So is he a top 6? Is he a viable top 6? Or is he benefiting from who he's playing with? Is he a product of his environment? That's where the interesting story of Pilat comes into play. He's a good middle 6, so perfect second liner. That's where you would value a guy like Pilat. Perfect second rounder. Second liner. I was trying to find something, boys. Where is he? Wow. So Pilat's made a name for himself. And he was drafted deep. Wow, he was drafted pretty deep. Interesting enough. Didn't see him on the top line, or at least not on a contending team. If he's your fourth best winger, you have a great team, I think. Yeah. Yeah, I have no arguments with that, Andy. I have no arguments with that. So number 9, I don't know if it threw me off. It kind of like made me freeze for a second because I think he's a great player. And I'm surprised he's 9th on the list for leading point scorers from the 2011 draft. And that's Brandon Saad. Brandon Saad has 362 points. Again, this is from the other day. But Saad has 362 points over his career. He's another guy. Oh, you gotta be an old school Superman fan to understand that. Yeah, he was solid in Chi-Town. He had some good seasons there. So I was kind of like stuck in my tracks. It was like, wait a minute. He's that good? But it was more like, wait a minute. Yeah, he's that good. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Oh my God. Playing with either DeBrincat or Janmark. Obviously, Patty Kane. But so that's another guy. Is he great top 9 or really good top 6? Oh, you'll understand why. He only has 362 points in the last, 8 years he's been playing. So I agree, Jose. He's a really good top 6. Too good to be a top 9. A really good top 6. Put him in the right atmosphere, and he'll thrive. Number 8 had a phenomenal season last year, and it has a lot to do with the amount of points he has right now. I think he overshot. He overshot his whatever it is. But Mika Zibanejad, 395 points since he made his debut in the league, since he was drafted in 2011. He's 8th on the list with 395 points, 32 points ahead of Brandon Saad, and 41 points ahead of Andre Pilat. And he's a top-line center for the New York Rangers. Now, what does that say about the Rangers? Or what does that say about Zibanejad? He's having a hard – if they were trying to get what they got out of him from last year, he's having a horrific season this year. Horrific. I apologize. Excuse me for all the yawning. Man, 4 o'clock in the morning takes a toll on you. It really does. Who's that, Zibanejad? Are you referring to Mika, Jose? Yeah, he came out of nowhere last year, but he's been putrid this year. So I don't know if he just really overachieved last year or not. You would think with Panarin he'd have a lot more points this year. But yeah, I mean, his days with Ottawa, woof. I still think that the Rangers won that trade anyway. Brassard for Zibanejad. I really think the Rangers won out fairly easily in that one. So I think 7, 6, and 5 we could jump through because they're all understandable and they're all notable names. So we could kind of skim through them. I'll let you know 7th is Sean Couturier. He has 420 points. 6th is Ryan Nugent Hopkins. He has 466 points. And 5th is Johnny Gaudreau. He has 468 points. So you see why I skimmed over them right there. It's kind of self-explanatory. They're right dead smack in the middle of the top 10. And that's kind of where I would think they would be. That's kind of where they belong. I wonder if Andy's kid shit himself, and that's why he's quiet. So there's why we're going to skip over 7, 6, and 5. We're going to jump into the 4th guy. The 4th guy is a hell of a player, solid player. I did not expect him to be this good. I was kind of surprised to know that he was this good. 4th in overall points from his draft year of 2011 is Jonathan Huberdo. 469 points for Hubie. I'll show you the lovely backdrop while I get my heater. So that was something that kind of, yeah, on a crap team, no less. I mean, they've been phenomenal this year. Hats off to the Florida Panthers. Tip my cap, my Punisher Scully, because I'm freezing. Probably doesn't help that I'm on major lack of sleep this week. But it's cold here today. It snowed a little bit before. We were in the 60s and 70s for a few days, and yesterday and today is like 27. Yeah, but Jose, how many players can we say that about? I'm not taking away from your statement and saying that's an invalid reason as to why he's so good, because a lot of guys go through that, and that's why they're obviously in the positions they're in. But how many times have we said that about a player and he hasn't panned out? He never lived up to his potential. I think we say it a lot. Now, the next guy, you think if he Yannick Perrault. Oh my goodness, I remember him, man. What a bust. What a bust. Unfortunate. Yeah. We're up to Huberdo, Andy. I skipped over Couturier, Nugent, Hopkins, and Gaudreau. Oh, you guys loved him in Toronto. You guys love to bash him in Toronto. So Huberdo had 469 points. He's fourth on this list. Third place. Huberdo's but it was kind of like it was surprising that for me to see him say like, wow, he's that good. Like Jose said, on a shit team, he's that good. They're not a shit team this year, as I was alluding to before. But he's that good. And good for him and good for Florida. They deserve it. Number 3 on this list, and I can only imagine where his points would be if things worked out better in his favor and he had a little bit more luck on his side. But the Colorado Avalanche have a stud, and he's third on the list, and that's Gabriel Landscape. 476 points. 476 points for Landeskog. Imagine where he would be. Imagine what his numbers would look like. Yeah, imagine if he stayed healthy. I was waiting for one of you to say that. If he stayed healthy. So it's official. Alexander Ovechkin is now 6th all-time, passing Phil Esposito with 718 goals. So kudos to you, Ovi. You just light every team up across the NHL. It's unbelievable the damage you do. But we're going to talk Ovi tomorrow night. I thought Landy would be a modern day power forward, but with a much more scorer's set of hands. You know what I'm saying? Kudos to Ovechkin. Tomorrow night we're going to talk Ovechkin. But I just wanted to let that be known that he's made history yet again. Or he's achieved a milestone yet again. That's what I should have said. Why are you jaded on Landy? What did he do to you? No, but for real, why are you jaded? Did he ruin a pool for you? Ah, the lag is legit. The lag is real. It's legit. I thought he would be better than Nathan, too. All the way around. But injury, like Andy said, injuries. Injuries have played a big factor into Landeskog and, where he's come. But so you're saying it's McDavid or Matthews McKinnon, or Matthews McDavid McKinnon. Is that what you're alluding to, Jose? That makes you think. That makes you think. Sorry, Andy. Tell your wife I said thank you very much. But we're pretty much the same age. You got like 6 months on me. Top 3 in the league. McDavid, Matthews, McDavid. I never understood why goalies never made the tops of a list of like the league's best players. I mean, obviously, we don't really. McDavid, Matthews, Vasilevsky? Maybe. How about that, Jose? I'm just kidding, man. I mean, it can make a nice debate. Save Kucherov for 2 minutes or 3 minutes. I think Draisaitl is all a product of McDavid. See, why is that, Jose? I'm not like asking you to fight you over it. I'm just like, why is that? Because I kind of get it as well, but they should be part of the argument. They should be in that discussion every single time. What's the most important position in sports? I mean, a lot of people will argue it's a quarterback. I think it's a goaltender. Touche, my friend. On guard. Vasilevsky. I don't think Carey's numbers have dipped a lot over the course of the last couple of seasons, and it's been a consistency. Consistently. Bob shit the bed real fast. Yeah, he's teetering on good, on really good and good now. He's not even great anymore. But like Johnny Quick too. Quick was elite. Then he went to great. And then really good. And now he's good. What about Lundqvist? What about Hank? Yeah, but Varley was good in Colorado. Well, Fleury's back. Fleury's last 2 years. What about Hank? Henrique was. You want to talk about Mr. Consistent? Oh, Trott's gone. Renee's numbers skyrocket. Saros is terrible now. Yeah, the system's gone. They're not as good as they were in the system. But we all know that Trot system is real hard to beat. No, the Rangers have done nothing. Well, if not for Alec Martinez, they may have a cup in Hank's career. If not for Alec Martinez. But they don't. They have nothing to show for Hank's being consistent of being elite year in and year out. My mom used to say that all the time, Jose. She got me and my brother hooked on that for a long time. That's funny. All right, back to this list. Yeah, Henrik was cool. I met him in the city once. He's a cool dude. Number 2 on the list is Winnipeg's very own Mark Shively. He's got 480 points. He's 4 points ahead of Gabriel Landscape, and that's the only reason why he's number 2 on the list. Obviously, it's a points-based list. Yes, kudos to Hank. I'm glad his surgery went well. He's recovering. He's able to play again and all that good stuff. Yo, Shifley's a stud. I'm a big fan of Shifley. He's a good hockey player. Quietly underrated, Andy. You used that term before. I'll take it right out of there and bring it right back. Yeah, he's not a sleeper anymore, Jose. That's for sure. Manitoba. He was a product of Manitoba. And then he got called up, and it was his time to shine. They still kind of are. Well, Jamie Benn's fallen off quite a bit. And Tyler Seguin, man, when is that guy going to be healthy? What a loss for Dallas. But number 1 doesn't really surprise me at all. Well, sometimes it takes a kick in the ass to, make you realize what your potential is and where you need to progress to get there. And being demoted, look at Claude Giroux and Jake Voracek. They were playing third line minutes in Philadelphia the last few games. As of late, they've been bumped up, and they've both been doing what they've done for so many years, scoring goals and dropping apples and good stuff like that. Jordan Binnington, I think he was like a 3rd-round draft pick. John Gibson was a 2nd-round draft pick. Your boy, Andy, Johnny Gibson. There were no goalies chosen in the 1st round. Gibson was a 2nd-rounder. And actually, And Binnington was a third rounder. Where does Gibson go? Where does he go? Who needs him? All right, that's the tough question. That's the tough question. You know, it's like you look around the league, you look at the teams that are up top that could use a guy like Gibson. But Dryge has been playing great for them. But oh my God, can you imagine if they had Johnny Gibson? That would be a nice fit. But they're paying too much money to Bob. And their backup is solid. Buffalo could use them. But I think that ship has sailed. If this kid Kakinen wasn't phenomenal, Minnesota could have took a guy like Gibson. But Talbot's been, holding his weight, and Kakinen's been unbelievable. So there's not a lot of places for him to go and flourish and end his career on the right note. There's not. It sucks, but there isn't. The number one point scorer from the 2011 draft. Yeah, but they just dumped so much money into Markstrom. Rittich sucks. Do you send Gibson there for a song, a bag of pucks, and have him knock Rittich to the press box and give Markstrom? That's interesting, Andy. Now that the wheels are turning with it, that's interesting. I like the way you think. It's pretty damn good. What about Edmonton? Royal Oil could use a goalie. I mean, I don't think Mike Smith and Mikko Koiskinen are going to cut it. Hell, what about Toronto? No, I'm just kidding. You think Johnny wants to go there? I don't think Johnny wants to go there, man. But I don't think Johnny has a choice, but just saying. It's a nice trade. Rolly, the goalie, was lights out that year. Loved me some Dwayne Rollison. So the number one guy from 2011. So the number one guy. Sorry, I got lost in a message that I'm not going to answer until I'm done, but it kind of caught me off guard. I was like, wait, what? What? Yes, they should have won that year until Rollison got hurt. But shoulda, woulda, coulda. 547 points. Almost 100 points better than Andre Pilat. 67 points better than the guy right under him, Nikita Kucherov. What a stud this kid has turned into. Not that he wasn't gonna be, but what a stud. '56th overall, second round. So, almost 100 points better than Pilat, who's 10th on the list. Kid's a stud. Kid's an absolute stud. Tampa's got something real special with him. Oh, gentlemen. Oh, 58th. I'm sorry. I thought it was 56th. My old eyes, they don't read right anymore, especially when you're looking at a little ass screen. It's my boy. All right, gentlemen, the back's killing me. The eyes are closing. It's one of those evenings, man. But you guys have been awesome tonight. I hope I get this energy tomorrow night. I look forward to speaking with you guys. It's a lot of fun. It's a great escape. And we get to talk about what we love almost as much as our wife and kids, maybe more than our wives. Oh, gentlemen. It was just a joke. I was only kidding. I was not being serious whatsoever. Hockey's near and dear to our hearts, but our wives and families are much more important. That I say with sincerity. That I say with sincerity. Oh, man. Sometimes I wish like I could just have a flashing sarcasm button come out when I needed to. Although you could tell by my tones and my gestures and stuff like that. At least I hope so. I'm sorry I'm so tired tonight, boys. I'll do better tomorrow, I promise. Man, this getting old thing sucks. Hey, boys? Okay, good. Good. I'm glad, Andy. All right, boys. I'm going to say goodnight to you both. Mrs. Bradley, thank you for tuning in and for your kind compliment. I do appreciate it. Andy doesn't. Man, I did something to my back today. Oh, Christ. Absolutely, Andy, and I couldn't do it without you guys. On that note, peace.